fancy with like the staircase. So as you're going up, change its colors, which is pretty cool. I haven't got the pictures where I fucking want them, but whatever. My bedroll is a king size proper bed because you can make that. That is a thing. I've got my little like loot cupboards as well. I've got my outdoor growing area as well, which I'll need to plant this out as well. Of course, I can get upstairs from here if I want to, or I can just go upstairs here, which I forgot to have assist. Actually, I'll do that while I'm up here. I had to run over to Grimm's base to help him out with something. So I've got a rooftop farm, which in the past I have had massive rooftop farms, but there's a certain percentage that you can have that needs extra support before it collapses. And this is a small enough amount that it can be supported by cement. So that is nice. So yeah, I actually found this really hard to build because I generally don't do home aesthetic bases. I normally actually do fucking full-on fortresses. So there is that. But yeah, I'm in the process at the moment of planting out all my potatoes because potatoes are extremely necessary now with fucking Alpha 21. There they are. So my drone will figure out how to get down here in a bit. But yeah, as far as I can tell, I think you can play this across a few different platforms. I think you can play cross-platform as well, I think. I don't know for sure because I play on PC. All my games are on PC. But I do know that, as I mentioned, Shally, another streamer, he used to play on console. I'm not sure what console type he had, but he plays on PC now. And so I don't know for sure which ones it would work, but I know it should. But yeah, I've played 7 days for fucking years at this point. So when Alpha 21 came out, we just decided to completely like roll back all of the settings to be as basic and as vanilla as possible to actually try to play the game the way it was again. Like, we've never had any mods or anything like that, but we normally have don't drop anything on death, and we normally have like enemies are normally buffed up so much. I'll end up doing more of the blueberries. There's supposed to be some type of update, but I'll have to get a PS5 to be able to play. With the mods you have?
How much?
I don't have any mods.
Do you have?
I am not sure yet. Grim, hold up. I've got 179 on me, and I'm making 300 plus.
Oh, no, man, I got enough here. Oh, all
right.
I'm going old. That's what it is.
That's all good. I'm just getting into deep chats while I'm doing planting.
I'm making that mod right now for you.
All right. Be able to play with the mods. So yeah, I have no mods for my 7 days to die. I play it completely vanilla. The only setting we have that's enabled is drop nothing on death. That's the only one we have. Everything else is exactly as the game is. We've never played with anything else. Grim has played in his personal time. He's played Darkness Falls and I think the Legacy one as well. I don't play it. It's never really interests me personally, but every so often Grim gets bored and goes and plays it. The Xbox and PlayStation can play together. Mac and PC can play together, but console and computers can't play together in regards to console. God damn. I thought they fixed that. Thank you for letting me know, Mirthless. I really did think that they fixed that because I remember before 21 release, they were talking about how it, used to not be possible, but apparently was. So I thought they'd completely fixed that issue, but maybe they just made it that like the different consoles and the Mac and PC could play together. Maybe that's what they were talking about. Maybe refresh, maybe not mods, but be able to have the stuff that you have. I'd be able to get a PS5 and wait for them to update. No, that's fair. Also, I guess it would help to... Come here, you're in the way. It would help as well if you've got something strong enough to be able to play, especially like some of the consoles. I know the PS5 is actually really good for like power and the way of being able to play like games with a lot of like moving bits and pieces and stuff. But like I know some of the older consoles really struggled with it. Like for instance, here I'll be going and planting some trees eventually. I don't want to plant it. I know we've planted it over here before, but I don't want to do that again. I planted out this whole section to be it, but I think I'm going to go probably somewhere over in the green. I'll see if I can find a flat-ish area near an estate or something and go plant it. Because I want to plant probably about 1,000 or so trees, and I need it to not be near the guys' bases, or otherwise they're going to lag out every time they get near it, which is a problem. I am limited to less than 1,000 trees on every server because frame rate exists for them, and it's terrible. So I'm not allowed to plant that much. But I also need to make, I think it was 12. I don't know if it still is. I made some before, but hold up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more. I'm going to make 7 more. I might as well do it now because I probably have enough ingredients to make it. They'll help. But, yeah. Yeah, so I play like 7 days is like 2 days a week. Monday and Thursday, I tend to play it. Just because I've got a regular roster of games that I do play throughout the week. I've got RimWorld tomorrow. I have a random game that I play on Wednesdays every week, and once a month there's an art stream, which has just happened recently. And what else do I do? I do fucking PUBG on Fridays. I was trying to do also Battlefield 2042, but it keeps crashing my Twitch in a way that actually makes it so I'm incapable of streaming for a while. So I stopped fucking around with that and play that in my private time. It doesn't matter. You guys just aren't going to see it unless I like record it for YouTube or something like that. Which, hey, I do occasionally. I have got a few things that are like YouTube exclusive content that isn't streamed, but it's few and far between stuff. I'll throw that in there. I think I had it in another box, but that's fine. I'll throw the rotting flesh back. I have disorder to my fucking boxes at the moment because I literally just can't cook. I have 2 fucking potatoes, and I could probably make something with that. Hold on, give me some corn. Might be able to make, like... I've got lamb. I don't have beef, do I? I've got chicken. Chicken's not a recipe one. Where was my beef? There. No, that's lamb. Where did I put my fucking beef? Did I use it up? I might have used it up. There's a fairly good chance I've used it up. That's okay. Let's see. That can make veggie stew. I'm missing something important here. What is it? Got corn, eggs, meat. That's what I'm missing. There we go. Alright, so I want to make shepherd's pie. That's what I'm trying to make here. And I can also make not much else because I don't have potatoes. But yeah, it looks pretty fucking awesome when this place is going. I guess I can put you on for some water. So I've got a couple of those. But yeah, if I turn off my light, I like it. I also like if I go outside, it's very dark. But like it glows. It glows so nice. If I stand back up over here. It just looks epic to me. What's that? Your base is beautiful. Thank you. If I stand over here, ignore the fact that we got this bright-ass light. It's just pretty. Like, I haven't had a base that's, like, just looked pretty. I normally go for fucking borderline super fucking temple type thing. It's usually such a fucking aesthetic for me. Let's see. That's going to take a bit. Oh, that's why I'm still grilling meat. That can wait. Give me that. I already gave Grim an entire fucking inventory of that. We can wait. Put away all my extra water. I could probably make some extra coffee. I did give him a shit ton. Do I have coffee seeds? That's a question. Yes, I can make coffee for him. I already gave him an inventory full of coffee, but I'll make some more. Coffee. Yeah. All right. So put everything back. All I find is like peas and this ravioli and stuff is so fucking important in this game. That is something. That potatoes. I've got a heap of animal fat, got a good amount of eggs. See, I don't tend to use the eggs in the bacon and eggs. So I try to save them for the bigger recipes towards the end, like the shepherd's pie and stuff like that. I think uses it. Or I can actually look at this kind of stuff. So I could probably... That sounds like Grim rocking up. Yeah, it does. It does use the peas, and I don't think that one uses it. That one doesn't. That one does use mushrooms. Grim's just arrived. So, what's up? I can't remember what he was bringing. Where are you going? I'm assuming he's giving me resources to make the glues and stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, no, here you go. I was trying to look for the right box to chuck everything in.
Oh, mods are up the top here, above the drink box.
Hold on.
Up here.
I still got more things to bring up.
All
Give me a sec.
I need that in this because 90% of the time I'm driving around in this. Might as well put that in there. Refuel it and repair it since I've got the repair kits now. There we go. It's finally fucking repaired. Holy crap. Alright, now the only thing is I am apparently going on all fucking pink aesthetics this time because that was the only free
space.
I do, in this box down here behind me and in my inventory.
No, I'm just... Yep.
Yeah, so we basically have like a share policy on the server. We normally have like a town community center, but in this case we've gone for basically...
yep, I think that's it.
Awesome.
Anything else?
That's a lot of bones.
No. I got 2 workbenches gonna made because I couldn't remember what's going on, so I just went, you know what? I build one, and then I build one for my base. So I got 2 workbenches at my base.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we needed one for the Horde base. Ideally, I'd like to be able to get the cement mixer as well for the Horde base since we use a lot of cement out there. But that's going to be like eventually once we've got like a free available one. Otherwise, Nick and I are running them here at home. But we shouldn't really need anything else out there.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen though because we do need an engine and Nick uses the engines a lot, so...
Yeah, I would have to go and scrap somewhere. I would have to go into like a snow town and do a heap of scrapping to be able to do it.
Yeah.
The only other thing I need is like brass, really.
Because I pretty much got everything else to make it. It's just the engine, but I know that Nick needs engines a lot, so...
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's got all that he needs yet or if he's still been kind of like adding to them. Because, or if they've been kind of like running out, like, you know, degrading or something like that. I don't know what the deal is. I haven't looked yet, but I think something is happening where we do need more.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the spare meat in another box. I could just take the cans and put them in a different fucking box. Go for it, Grim. I'm going to put the cans in another box. I would rather them be in here, but I'd rather this fucking all the food to be in here and the seeds and random shit to be in the other.
Yeah.
It's all good. Else?
Actually, I'll give you the workbench for the Horde base.
What?
Oh, hold on. 10 seconds.
That's so good. Let me see. Lamb. I have a lot of lamb.
Come on.
Just eat some of these fucking chicken rations.
1. Another 10 seconds. Nah.
Thanks. All right.
Now my plan is to go around and do some shopping.
All right. You going around the various places to see if they got stuff?
Yep.
Doors are always left open.
I'm still looking for the crucible.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I know you get it first, and then, like, we fucking get an extra one, I'll get one. That's where the beef was. Fucking hell. I was going to make something with beef.
Because, like, I want to be able to craft heaps of steel and that, because even though I'm not using the stuff myself, you guys might need that, need steel. So it's good to, you know, make them in advance.
Yeah. All right, I've got all of that. Got this glue for duct tape. Duct tape is what I need to make. So I've got all the bones on me, more or less. Give me that. You lot could go like that. Okay, so what do I need? I need like water and shit for that. I could probably make like a fuck ton. I've got so much fucking water. I know I'm going to need this for later when I actually need to cook, but it should be fine. Glue, just make shit tons, yeah? All right. Now, when that's done making, which will be like 100 or so, and just put the rest of the glue there, it'll be fine. Actually, no. Fuck it. I'm going to make the duct tape now. I thought I made some before, but I guess maybe I got distracted. Maybe. Maybe that. That gives me up to fucking 20 odd. Alright, so now I've still got a shit ton of cloth. Luckily, I've got a heap of the bones that Grim's been collecting. I've got mushrooms put outside. I've got a couple of planter boxes thingies to go outside. How's this thing going? Kind of getting there. Got more food, real food. She has been fed and watered lately, so that's fine. I'll go put the mushrooms outside. Now, where am I going after this? I'm not going out to plant trees just yet. We've got a drop that's marked over there. That was actually my drop. I'm surprised that that's still showing as yellow. Maybe they changed that. Or maybe we haven't got another drop since. That could have also happened. Now, these two guns need to swap over, but I also need to repair you finally. What else is there? How did this thing get so damaged? I guess durability over time. Okay, so I shouldn't need anything from upstairs, but I was going to plant some stuff up there. I don't know how many planter boxes I've got. Probably enough for some hops. Maybe a little bit. I don't really need these, but I keep planting them for like decoration. I was going to plant chrysanthemums. I kind of forgot about that. That should be enough between the two. To plant up here, I can put away my coins while I'm up here. It's the bottom one. Yep, I didn't have any, but I thought I did. Okay, so hops. We've only got 4 of these bastard things, so I guess I can put them into the corner bits. That should be all right. Oh, that's hops plant. That's fine. I didn't grab the seed. I just grabbed the whole plant. That'll be fine. I'll just plant out what I can plant with this. I need to go back downstairs and grab more. Actually, it'll be faster, probably. Just going through like that. I'll probably just plant out the whole fucking area. I'll do it. Shut this. I should have shut that on way in. That would have been smart. I wasn't thinking like that. Alright. Get rid of that. This. Cool. Alright. So this will be all fucking planted up. Actually, if I've got spare seeds, I might have enough for the roof. Almost. Almost enough. I think I'm like short by like, what, 2? Something like that? 3, 4. Short by 4. I can't make that into a seed, can I? No. It's a bit of a waste of space, but whatever. I can put them on here. I know that mushrooms can be planted like sideways on anything upside down. I do like planting them down here, especially like upside down. I think it's funnier. To like, oops, that is not supposed to be there. I'll fix that up in a second. Let's see, get you there. Get you 2 there. And then up on the roof. I like the idea that there's potentially like mold growing off like the top, you know? I like the idea of it. It's fun to me. I can't put that there because corner bit. That's fine. This so it can move so I can get rid of this one. Get you back. That is also not where I wanted to put you. For fuck's sake, could you take 2 minutes to put something where I actually want it to be? Thank you. Wall upside down. Yes. I think that's all that fits there. Cool. All right. I probably should have taken that. Yeah, I should have taken that bit more gently, but doesn't matter. I can't put it there. I'll put it over here for now. I've been literally just planting these wherever along the wall because you can just put them vertically, upside down, sideways, back to front, fucking every direction you want. Every direction works as far as I'm concerned. Okay. There we go. I think we should have more water by now. It's flashing to say we'll get a second one in a minute. So I might be able to double check that last one near the door on my way back. Yeah, so the only thing I was going to do was I was potentially going to go and plant stuff that's not that close. I was going to go and plant trees and shit, but I just kind of don't feel like it right now. There's no rush. I've still got like so much fucking wood. This can wait. Actually, this can stop. I think we're good with that. I've made a few coffees. Kind of semi-changed my mind about it. You can put back coffee in there. It's fine. You can put back in there. There we go. Just get that one resorted. Alright, so the only thing I haven't done is actually put some points in, which I've only got 1. But can I do lockpicking? No. I have to put it up in here. That's fine. I've got most of my points elsewhere. Like in fucking strength. I got a fair bit in strength for like all the cooking and the mining and stuff like that. Now, how are we going? Still doing glue? Like all hell. How's the cement going? It's going good. It's going real good. We need that. Still making a lot of these. Nice. Looks like it's full of stone. So let's get you a different element to go in there. Maybe give my little stack back, yeah? Give me that. I will always keep this like whole first section. This is like basically another toolbar. I only consider like this part to be my actual inventory and maybe 2 spots. And that's about it. And I normally have like food and stuff in here, so it's normally always taken. That can all go back. All right, now I'm gonna put in there. Probably need some clay. Maybe need some metal. That should be fine. That should be what I want. I'm pretty sure I'm using that at the moment. I've got some clay in there, so it's not too bad. And the iron will get in there eventually. That's fine. I didn't put the more things down there. You're eating and you brush your teeth? Nice. Good work. Very good work. You also broke the toothpaste. Oh no. That's bad. Kind of funny though. A little funny. But yeah. Unfortunate. I am almost finished planting all my stuff. I think I've got to plant out a few more of these. So we need them. And I still have a death penalty. I haven't seen like any zombies to kill them. It was dried, and I usually squeeze the dry bit out, but it popped. Oh no. It just means that it was too dry, that it literally like popped the thing, which means that it's been left out for too long. Oh, that's not right. Right, I'm going for aesthetic fucking boxes this time. I keep forgetting when I put them down. Give me that. Yes. Cool. Alright. That and that. Yeah, there we go. Nice. I'll tell you what, though. After, like, talking about all this stuff, I'm a little bit hungry too, honestly. But then again, I usually eat after I stream. And that's usually my meal of the day. Land it on your hand and put it on the brush and it's done. Remove the rest. Yeah. Look, at least it landed somewhere clean where you could use it. What kind of an injury is that? Is it a sprain? I'm going to get a bit of my drink while we talk. Yeah, it's just a sprain. I could go plant plants. It scared you? Yeah. Yeah, it's not really supposed to do that. If it's nice and like moistened and stuff like that, it shouldn't do that. Only 1 meal a day. Yeah, so Mirthless, you would be probably a bit surprised by this because I don't think you've really heard any of the conversations I had about food. Triantha is mortified. That is a zombie. So I barely fucking eat. I think it's mostly just my Crohn's. I go through stages where like eating can be really painful. There you are. You killed yourself. Good job, love. I literally barely eat a waiver. Snacks are hard to come by because I'm usually too full from my meal. But like, yeah, generally speaking, I'm gonna go plant some trees. That's exactly 1,000. That'll be fine. I should probably give her some food first. Hold up. Like, I used to really like snacks as well, but most of the time I can't, oh, what is it? I can't like fucking eat it. Like, I'm not awake like to eat it. I don't generally like have snacks that last long enough. So I usually have like most people roughly know the size of a Chinese takeaway container or a plastic takeaway container, right? So most people roughly have a good estimate of what size that is. So I eat usually 1 container's worth of food a day. Could be like spaghetti. It could be like the Hungarian goulash that I've made. It could be like a toasted sandwich, whatever. That's it. That's all I fucking eat. It wasn't always like that. Most of the time I used to eat a fair bit, or at least multiple meals a day. Ironically though, I'm going to walk around like pretty slowly with this stuff, at least at times, because their fucking legs shit. But yeah, ironically, the worst thing I used to have to do is when I had a personal trainer and they were like, you have to eat 6 or 7 times a day. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? And like, I'd have to eat the equivalent of like at least the palm of my hand size meal every 2 to 3 hours while I was doing like my bodybuilding and shit, my weightlifting. So I hated that. I really hated it. I hated it so fucking much. All this extra time spent on eating, all this spent on like making food, and like the disgusting level of like over fullness that I had all the time was horrible. I hated it. But that was only when I was actually like really doing a lot of like my bodybuilding stuff to like get down to like a lower fat percentage and stuff. I don't really enjoy making food, no. I've had a few of those companies where they like make food for you kind of thing, and you just order it and it sends it out. Not like a restaurant type thing, but one of those ones where you can freeze it and stuff. Like my Muscle Chef was great. They had a lot of vegetarian and vegan options that were really, really lovely. What else is there? So yeah, I sometimes find like sometimes I'm not really hungry at all, and I'll only be able to eat like half a container a day. Sometimes with my Crohn's, I'm really sick and I can't eat it at all for like weeks to a month. That sometimes sucks because it's more miserable that I can't eat it at all, and then I'm really sore when I do. But that's part of fucking having Crohn's. Sometimes I don't get a choice. How far am I out? I just like went around that so perfectly. And I leave this as a central marker for where my house is. Like the other thing too is that I do still eat once a day, but depending on how my Crohn's is going, my fucking inflammatory bowel disease or whatever autoimmune disorder thing is going, I either can or can't eat. And sometimes if I can't eat, it's because it's really too painful to eat. And I'd prefer not to. It's just more comfortable not to sometimes. You like making food for me and for people. That is really awesome if you do enjoy making it. I've just never enjoyed it. Ever. Like, even before my Crohn's, like, flared up and activated and stuff, like, in my mid-20s and stuff, even before then, I never enjoyed having to make food. It was not something that I liked spending time doing. That's why a lot of my cooking involves like literally putting something on to cook and setting a timer and just fucking forgetting it exists until the timer goes off. That is 90% of what my cooking still is today. And I will make one meal once a week. It will go into several containers and I will eat that for the entire week because those several containers are literally my singular meals for the day. So at the moment, last week, Nick made spaghetti. I still have several containers in the freezer because I barely ate it all. This week, I made Hungarian goulash on the weekend. I've eaten, I think, 1 container of that so far since I made it. They're still in the freezer too. That's it. Is when I know when I'm good. What's it? Is when I know I'm good or bad. What if you look to cook? Do you mean like what if I? What was it? What if you look cool? What when cooking? I don't think that would matter to me. It's more about the time. I do not like spending the time. I also, because of my OCD hygiene, I wear gloves when I prepare any type of food, whether it's fresh, whether it's meat, frozen. I don't give two shits. I'm wearing gloves. I do not like the feeling of food either, like the fucking touch texture of food. I don't know. Like, it's never really been a problem. Like, I've never been so thin as in to be like in life danger or anything like that. Let me just clarify that. I've always been of some level of a healthy weight that I don't need to stress about that. Obviously, there's been times with my Crohn's where I've been through unhealthy weights and stuff like that, but that's been situated to being in like basically severe situations and stuff that were beyond my ability to control. That's it. Most of the time, people learn very well when I cook. Yeah, well, the other thing too is don't forget you're also very young. So when you cook, however, it is extremely impressive. Even if Like, even if like your dish doesn't turn out perfect, or if you ever make ones that aren't specifically overly pretty or anything like that, like it's always going to be super impressive. Unfortunately, one of the most depressing things about growing older is that people stop being impressed by art and by cooking and by general skills, which is a depressing side to growing up, unfortunately, or growing older. But generally, the older you get, the less impressed people are with what you do. Like, who knows? If you're really, really good at cooking and stuff like that, like they may always just be impressed. But if it ends up getting to a standard where that's appropriate for your age group and stuff like that to be doing something by that point in time, eventually people stop being impressed, and it's hard to deal with as you're like growing older, because you're like, well, it was always really good beforehand, and now it's apparently not, and nothing has changed. But it's literally just you've gotten a year older, or other kids that keep fucking catching up to your abilities and stuff. Yeah. So that kind of sucks, because I had that with drawing. That was one of those things that was really disheartening for me, is when I was young and I drew a lot of people were always like really wow, impressed sort of thing, because like I was able to draw characters that had like full bodies that weren't stick figures and stuff. And when I got to a certain age, where like most people kind of saw that drawing was kind of like either a childish behavior, or was just kind of like, oh, like most people should be able to draw like that kind of thing, or at least like most adults can